afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Midday, Kentucky. Troy has one more day off. He's on his way back from Mexico now. So in his place, we have Allison Davis from Wild Time with us. We love your cooking segments. So glad you could come on the show today.
Welcome. If all else fails, we can always talk about food.
Or weather. Yes, I know.
Weather,
we could do an entire show on her recipes. Well, so I know we have a good one coming up in the show later today. Yeah.
Looking forward to it, but yeah, glad to have you on board.
Thanks.
And
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Eric, how are we doing out there weather-wise?
Cold.
Okay.
Still cold, and we've got a very interesting week ahead.
Okay.
It's going to be rain and wind, but temperatures in the 60s. Hard to believe we're in the teens over the weekend.
Oh, I know. So I know we'll check in with weather in a few minutes.
Changing
the 60s,
forecast.
I'm really excited about that.
You've been warned, but we've got some stuff to get to first.
Yeah, we want to talk about the Amazon Echo. Really making a lot of news this morning, and you saw something interesting. What happened out in California?
Well, it drew my eyes because we got an Amazon Echo for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So I'm starting to learn. I even bought the Amazon Echo guidebook to try to figure out how this works. But there was a little girl who purchased a dollhouse with Alexis, and it came to the house, and just there's some things that are happening, I think, that maybe they didn't foresee, like when a news anchor is saying, Alexis, I won't say anything else because I don't want anyone's Echo to go off and start purchasing, but that's what's happened.
Yeah, it's so crazy what has happened. Kids are unintentionally ordering gifts by the voice activation on this system. So probably a lot of excited dollhouse owners out there, but maybe parents not so much.
I mean, that's
I don't know. What do you
something
think, Eric?
pretty obscure that they wouldn't necessarily think about, like the false cues to your device, your Echo, if you will.
Right.
And I mean, I think we're going to see a few of these popping up here and there. Disclaimer: anything you hear that we trigger on your Alexis, not liable. We're just going to throw that out there. I mean, feel free to send
Eric
a bill.
won't front the bill. You can send it, but you won't pay it.
It depends on
Send
what
it
we
to
bought.
Troy in
I'll
Mexico.
garnish his wages for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll send it to Troy.
It depends on what we're buying for you, okay? But I think it. I mean, it happened. So now maybe the people need to go back in and update the software.
I always think things like this that happen, the little flaws that then they get ironed out. But overall, I mean,
and I've even had some people saying, well, they're listening in and they're learning. There's some things that are starting to trigger questions. In the consumer's mind is like, what are you, picking up through the Echo? So.
Yeah, well, very cool.
Maybe she got a beautiful little dollhouse.
Oh, I know, probably, if their parents let her keep it. Well, some other shopping news over the weekend. I don't know if you guys saw this. The Limited closed all of its stores. So it's crazy to me. They announced this on Saturday. All the stores nationwide officially closed their doors, but the website is still up and running, and the company says they'll still ship nationwide. So you remember 20 years ago, I mean, the Limited was on fire. They had more than 750 stores across the country. Allison, I know you said you used to shop there all the time. Well, so did I, but then we know, mid-2000s, they kind of took a hit, and they never really recovered. But it really is a trend. Like Macy's, they just announced they're going to be closing 68 stores nationwide, and Kmart and Sears are closing 150 stores as well, but they're all going to be doing these online. So what I thought was interesting with the Limited, at first I thought, I love the Limited. I didn't shop there as much, but I still have a lot of their clothes. Then as I thought about it, in the last 2 years, I don't think I have anything from the Limited that I didn't buy online. I'm not going into the store. So
Well, I
don't know. I'm a big online shopper. Yeah, I know. I'm accidentally ordering. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that really the trend? Do you think we'll see more mall stores closing?
I think it's scary to see the amount of stores closing so drastically. And, of course, with that comes people losing their job, unfortunately.
Exactly.
You are a huge online shopper. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like going to the store, to the mall, and actually maybe getting to try things on, or statistically, I haven't been the best online shopper. I've bought some things and I said, I did not think it would kind of look or fit that way. And of course you could send it back, but that's another process of had I just gone to the store in the first place. I mean, I don't know, Doug and I were on the same page. We like to be there in the store.
Are you an online shopper?
Well, actually, this Christmas, I pretty much did all of my Christmas shopping online. But when it comes to clothes, I'm kind of still would like to go to the store. I'm kind of one of those that likes to try it on and make sure it fits. But I can see why it's happening. It's just, we're busy. It's convenient. You can see what you like, and the generation that's coming up is this instant gratification. So they see it, they buy it right then and there. So
well, we keep running the stories of shopping on Amazon, and then a drone is going to drop it off on your front porch. I mean,
gonna happen.
That's pretty convenient.
But it's crazy what you were saying with all these stores closing. That's eliminating so many jobs. So we'll kind of see what plays out with that.
time
You
will
have
tell.
something cool to tell us about.
I
now,
do.
right?
You know, and we
I'm
were actually
excited for
talking
this.
about this the other day. How hard it is. I don't have kids personally, but how hard it is
That you know of.
to no, I know. I know for sure how hard it is to get your kids to practice good oral hygiene.
Right.
Well, this one company is actually coming up with a pretty novel concept, and they're turning it into a video game. The gaming toothbrush called the Playbrush is among the cool gadgets on display at this year's Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. That actually happened over the weekend. The handle fits on your manual toothbrush and connects through a Bluetooth to a smartphone or a tablet, turning your toothbrush into a gaming controller. You then use the brushing movement to play fun games and collect rewards. With each game measuring speed and position of brushing, it also tracks how long kids brush, and parents can track the progress on an app. Pretty reasonably priced, too. The Playbrush coming in at $29.99.
I think
think it's a
pretty
cool
good motivation for the
Remember,
kids.
we ran the story about that bike that they pedal, and then you
Yeah.
put a tablet in front of the kids, too. So obviously we're trying to trick kids to exercise and practice good oral hygiene.
A little fun. What do you think, Allison? I can
All
tell
right.
you have something to say here.
So I'm a mom,
Right.
and I love the ideas behind, you know, having the promotions and the rewards and getting them. But I also feel like, you know, why can't they just ride a bike, and why can't they just, you know, go brush their teeth? Because there's so much like overstimulation happening that sometimes it just, I don't know. Like as a mom, I feel like they're getting TV, they're getting the iPads, they're getting so much just
They
in
talk
their
about
face.
that screen time
Yeah,
over and over. Now
right.
it's a simple thing like
So
brushing
sometimes
your
I'm
teeth.
kind of
Yeah. Well, do
on
you,
the
do you
fence
ever
with
think
that.
that some of these things that maybe the kid doesn't really need to play on the iPad for
Exactly.
brushing their teeth, but it's more of a gimmick just to get the parents to spend money on it. But
Well,
maybe
and
the
that-
kids
that may
don't
be
really
true,
want it.
too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I worry about the tablet being that close to the sink, though. You know, because I mean, myself alone in the bathroom.
hopefully it's
things,
waterproof.
You know, hopefully, hopefully.
All right, Eric, I think you'll think this one is pretty cool. We both love
Really?
the Keurig. We like
do.
coffee.
We do.
also like our adult beverages. This is cool. This is what every home needs, right? Your very own booze maker. Well,
Apparently.
Yeah. Keurig and Anheuser-Busch, they're teaming up to launch what they call an in-home alcohol drink system. Sounds pretty good. So the companies are still doing research, but they say the device will be able to pour beer, mix spirits, and put in other mixers. They say the technology comes from Keurig's cold brew, and it will just be right there on your countertop. Again, they're still doing this research, so they're working on a prototype. No word on a timeline when that will be unveiled, but I think that's pretty cool. I really love the Keurig. I have one under my desk.
I don't understand where it comes in handy. Like you can't just make your own cocktail, or how does? That's what I think I'm missing.
Well, I think it's the same as, of course, we could just make coffee the traditional way, but people like the K-Cup. So if you can just put in, you know, like a K-Cup of the mixer to make it your Long Island, and it just brews it with the vodka or whatever.
You don't
together.
have to
It's
add
just
any other
making the drink
mixers, you just-
for you, which of course there's, you know, you could make it the long way, but
Now, is there,
Keurig's about the
are
easy
they
way.
separate Keurigs, or is this the one that still makes your coffee in the morning? Because I could feel
oh, they're gonna make you buy two.
like there
probably.
would be, you know, some leftovers.
remnants
yeah,
of the coffee.
right
Yeah.
into my morning coffee, like a little
maybe
strong.
a little Bailey's in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kahlua.
Not on our shift. I'd be sleeping in no time.
Yeah.
but-
Well, Eric, tell us about the weather. I mean, so cold today, and you're saying 60s later in the week.
Yeah. and
Rain.
Get ready for
big
some
flurries,
rain
what-
and some real wind. Like bad hair days across the board this week. So
Get
getting
out the
started,
ponytail.
not the worst day on our Fork Bank Skyview. That's downtown Mount Sterling. Starting to see a little bit more cloud cover, and notice those flags kind of blowing around a little bit, even though I just covered it up with the temperature graphic there. But 32, sunny skies, but seeing a little more cloud cover on the horizon. Winds are breezy out of the west-southwest around 13. That leaves your feel like at 23. That's your wind chill, of course. Low temperatures this morning. It was a cold start, but not the single digits we saw for your Sunday. Satellite and radar saw some early sunshine. Now starting to see that cloud deck thicken up, and it will be a mostly cloudy evening with temperatures falling into the 30s for lows. Wind chill at the moment in the low to mid-20s. Looking at your hourly planner for the rest of your Monday, not a whole lot going on, just some increasing cloud cover. And yeah, we were in the teens on Saturday for high temperatures, and here we are on Thursday going up to 63. Could even see some thunder in the mix for your Wednesday.
I can't believe what we had this weekend, and then this week, 60s. It's
I know. I
crazy.
think
Keeps me in
I'm like,
business.
it's winter. Let's have snow.
I
Let's have it
know.
cold versus somewhat warm
Just a
and
little
rainy.
bit.
It just grows rain. Yeah.
And then mud on top
Yeah.
of everything.
Then on top of it.